right, we're here to talk about my recently acquired Toyota, which might possibly be one of Toyota's greatest automobiles ever made. I give to you the 1997 Toyota Corolla. All right, well, the 1997 Toyota Corolla, four-door, automatic, came with a 1.6 liter, 100 horsepower powerhouse at 5,600 RPM. This car is quite possibly one of Toyota's greatest automobiles ever made. I just recently acquired this vehicle. It is, as they would say, grandma fresh. Has a little wear on the seat right there. Zero tears on the upholstery anywhere. Passenger seat hardly looks like anybody's ever sat in it. This is as I picked it up the other day. Haven't cleaned anything, haven't done anything to it. This is just how I picked it up. All the upholstery is in excellent condition. Very little staining. And has a whopping 163,000 miles. One of the things that made this car so great was the simplicity with which they are put together. Let's open the hood and we'll take a look. Now we have some maintenance to do to this. We need to do some cleaning. Let's move in a little closer. Pretty much the only thing that has been done to this engine with regards to maintenance, there's tune-ups, timing belt, and belts, engine belts, and battery, of course. But this car has never had any major components replaced. Still the original transmission, still the original engine. I don't even know that it's had valve cover gasket installed on it. It's only had the fluids serviced and has been driven by 2 people the entire time. All right, well, let's crank it up and let you hear it. Well, as you can hear, it runs quiet and smooth. The only known defects that I know are with this car is I believe that the engine motor mounts have either collapsed or they've gotten tired, and it could probably use a set of struts, and I'm pretty sure it could use a new radiator. This is the factory original radiator, and we need to probably replace it after 24 years. I don't think it's going to make another summer without busting. So we're going to go ahead and spend the whopping $60 for a radiator, for a Denso radiator. Let's shut it off, and then we'll talk about one of the things I wanted to get into about working on one of these cars and why they're so great. If you'll notice, battery is out front in plain access. Air filter right on top. Easy, simple access. Four clips, change the air filter. Distributor, wide open. 2 bolts, 2 screws. Distributor cap comes off, access to the rotor button. Everything is easy and wide open. You need to change spark plugs. They're out here on top, wide open. Alternator right on top, easily accessible. AC compressor down below. Put it up on some jack stands. AC compressor drop right out the bottom. If you have a problem with a fuel injector, 1, 2, 3, 4. Fuel injectors sitting right on top, no problem. Walk around here. Power steering pump and reservoir, fairly wide open. You'd have to do a little on top, a little on bottom, but it's right there. It's easy to get to. Air conditioner lines, right here, right in the wide open. Forgot to mention they did have a power steering line put on this car, and that was a power steering leak. No big deal. It's pretty easy to get to. A little on top, do a little on the bottom, but it's wide open. Wiper motor, right here, in the wide open, easily accessible. That's one of the many things about this car that make it so easy to work on. Everything is in the wide open. You're not hampered by a bunch of covers, everything closed in. Let's take a walk on the other side and look. All right, right here, right next to the battery, you have an electrical center. Your relays, all your fuses, and another relay panel. Right here in the wide open. Easily accessible, nothing hard to get to. That is one of the many reasons that I love these little Toyota Corollas. All right, guys, just wanted to give you a walk around the 1997 Grandma Fresh Toyota Corolla. It's fresh and new here in the Real World Garage. It's probably going to be my commuter back and forth to work and could possibly become my daughter's first car. We'll see. As I mentioned earlier, we've got some work to do to this little car. Very easy work. It's going to need a radiator. Possibly could use some struts because I have a feeling that they've never been replaced and are probably original. Going to have to do a brake inspection and have to do a few other little minor details. Clean up around here under the engine and get everything looking as spiffy under the hood as it looks inside the car. So I want to thank you for coming by the Real World Garage. Get you to go down there and hit the subscribe button. Get you to hit the like button. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Doesn't matter to me, just do one. Next, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments section. I do my best to get you an answer. Thanks for coming by the Real World Garage, and until next time, y'all be safe. We'll see ya.